Kia ora mara koutou tātou. Okay, so what I'm looking at today is our monograph series again, the Campus Press Monograph series, and we're up to number 4, which is an extension, I suppose, of a published article in takaharo.com, Memory, Body and Dance, which was a literature review. That literature review looked at literature on memorialisation, and I guess the exciting thing for me with that literature review was that I managed to put people in contact with one another who may not have otherwise known of one another's writings. For example, Kenneth Foote in the USA, Sharon Mazer from the USA but working here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, who I felt was saying, using the term memorialisation, and not relating necessarily one to the other. So I felt that was good. I thought that I managed in that long article, it's a very long literature review, which is good. I've sort of taken a pride, I think, in the last 5 years particularly, but over time, to do quite extensive literature reviews of topics before actually embarking on opinion and my opinion about things, trying very much to listen, read, and absorb what others are saying. Okay, so this book, this monograph, takes the idea of memorialisation and looks at system. It looks at how people systematise memory. So, for example, if we look at the Treaty of Waitangi, and here we have our painting, it's worth remembering, again just looking at the painting, that from 1840, especially through the 1860s, but even right until the end of the 19th century and beginning, the Treaty of Waitangi was regarded as a nullity by the official sources, by the Crown, by the government, and it was forgotten. So there was an official forgetting, a systematic forgetting of the Treaty of Waitangi. And then, of course, with Ratana especially, in the 1930s, there was a systematic remembering that went on, which had always been there in church and Māori communities. And by church, I'm talking about the churches of Te Kooti and after him Ratana, the Pai Māori and other religions. And to a certain extent from some branches of the established churches, such as the European established churches, such as the Roman Catholics in the north, and in certain sections of the Anglican community. So we had an event, the memorialisation of which was, I'm arguing, forgotten systematically, then remembered in a kind of a systematic way. And why is this? How does this happen? That's one example from the book. The book, the monograph, has the ISBN 9780994119230. Okay, so, and I'll put that number up in my commentary on it. I'm trying to keep these videos quite short. I felt that yesterday's video was a bit long, and thank you to Aleda and to Tony and everybody else who's putting advice into these videos. We're going for light in this particular one, and once again I'll finish this little segment with a look at the painting. Here it is. Now, did things really happen that way? That's the question I'm asking. And who's remembering it? And what are they remembering about it? You're with Peter Cleave.